I'm going to do a video today about how to find your 1 rep max on the bench, or close to. You don't have to go all the way to exactly a 1 rep max, that can be quite hard to find. And also dangerous too, right? I'm on my own, but I know I'm good for about 120, so I'll show you how I get there. And then based on what you can get for kind of 90-95%, you can probably predict the rest. But if you're a total beginner to weights, 1 rep max can be quite difficult because it requires a lot of skill, and you might find that you run out of skill before you run out of force. When it starts getting heavy, if you can't keep that bar completely true, you might not be able to perform that repetition. This isn't the way, it's just my way of doing it. So by all means, find your own way of getting to the 1 rep max too, but this video I think might help. Let's start with the barbell. What I usually do is 10 wide, 10 narrow, put it back. I might repeat that, I might not. Then I find a weight that I know I can do for about 10 repetitions pretty comfortably, but I'm only going to do it for 5 repetitions and put it back, because all I want is a little bit of heat, bit of blood to the muscles. I don't want any fatigue. 5 repetitions with a little bit of power. And because that was quite easy, earlier on as you creep up, you can be a little bit braver with your increments. So I can add 10 each side here, knowing I'm not going to have any trouble. As it gets heavier and heavier and you get closer to what you consider a 1 rep max, the increments are going to be smaller, 2.5s and 1.25s. So I'm going to do a double with this. 2 repetitions, again trying to drive it with some power. So I'm going to go from 80 kilos to 90 kilos now. It was a 20 kilo jump before, now it's a 10. So I'm starting to tighten it up just a little bit. Now from now on I'm just going to do singles, right? So I'm going to do this for 1. And as usual, trying to move it with some power. And then putting it back. Once you get up into singles territory, don't rush that recovery. Take as long as you want. 100 kilos for a single. Should be able to move this with some speed. Right, now this is 110 again for a single. I'm always pushing it as hard as I can. But the bar speed was quite a bit slower then, so I'm starting to get near what I consider a max. 120, fuck, okay. I should get this. If I don't, it's something I'd consider a glorious death anyway, and at least it'll be on camera, right? That was proper slow. That was fucking scary. So based on how slow that 120 moved, I don't have much more in there. I would probably get 125, and then I reckon I would top out at about 127.5. But I don't have a spotter, so I'm not going to find out. But from here, I can predict where I'd go from that.